Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect Lore. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we've got loads more content coming soon. Described as the right hand of the Council, the Spectres, or Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, are an elite group of soldiers who are given near unlimited power by the Citadel Council. Spectres are not trained, but chosen, normally for showing extraordinary abilities in the field of battle. They're considered above the law, given near free rein to complete the task they're given, which can lead to friction with law enforcement due to the fact that Spectres can come in and do what they want in an investigation that law enforcement have spent months on. Executive Palin in Mass Effect 1 has a clear distaste for Spectres, believing that nobody should be above the law, and states that he has never had to break the law to get the job done. Spectres in general work alone, but they're known to work in small teams as well. In 693 AD, just before the Krogan rebellions, when the Krogans were expanding rapidly out from their solar system into Council space, this was a major concern for the Council, whose solution was to create the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Group, based off the Solarian Special Task Group, or STG, with the first Spectre being a Solarian called Beelo Gurjii, who was a Solarian operative who was accused of using 30 civilians as bait to flush out his target. Instead of imprisoning him, the Council released him, and offered him the chance to establish the Spectres, which he accepted, becoming the first Spectre. Presumably, the Council was impressed by his focus on getting the mission done, and with a potential war with the Krogan around the corner, the priority was to have agents that would do what had to be done no matter the cost. During the Krogan rebellions, their actions were hidden from the public. However, after the war, it was made public that the group had used cyber warfare and sabotage to weaken the Krogans before the Turians arrived. Spectres can be chosen from any race, although the Council usually picks species who have a seat on the Council. This is because of the perceived prestige that comes with having one of your own accepted into the Spectres, with a large portion of races waiting centuries for one of its members being allowed to join, but with no success. Spectres only answer to the Council and do not answer to the home planet's military, as we find out in Mass Effect 1 when Captain Anderson says as much. They also have diplomatic immunity, meaning they cannot be arrested. This, however, is a problem if a Spectre goes too far, like Saren did on his mission with Captain Anderson, where his dislike for humans caused him to lose perspective, going against the mission plan and blowing up a refinery and then blaming Anderson in the mission report. But unfortunately, because he was one of the Council's top agents, they believed Saren. They don't hold any real command structure, with each individual Spectre accepting missions and giving reports to the Council directly. Because of the power that they hold, the screening process for becoming a Spectre is particularly vigorous, including missions for candidates with Spectres to assess the performances, like we see with Nihilus for Shepard in Mass Effect 1. Background checks and psychological evaluations are also used, which means very few candidates get accepted, with Alliance Intelligence estimating that there are only 100 Spectres at the start of Mass Effect 1. It's very rare for a Spectre to go rogue, due to the harsh process that they have to go through. But when they do, the Council's only real option are to revoke the Spectre status and send a Spectre after the rogue agent. Spectres only lose their status once they're declared dead. However, this can be reinstated if proof that they are alive is provided, as we're shown in Mass Effect 2 with Commander Shepard after his resurrection at the hands of Cerberus. Some Spectres that we meet during this trilogy are Saranasaurus, Nihilus, Televasir, whom we can fight during the Lair of the Shadow Broker DLC, and John Dumbao, who we meet in Mass Effect 3. Once humanity joined the galactic community after the First Contact War, you can see my video on the First Contact War in the description down below. They very quickly began to push for one of their own to become a Spectre. This was due to the desire of the politicians of getting a seat on the Council, and having a Spectre was seen as the first step to achieve this goal. The first candidate to be looked at was Captain Anderson, whom we spoke about earlier in the video, where Saren, as his observer, sabotaged his candidacy by falsifying his mission report. A few years later in 2183, Commander Shepard was granted Spectre status after exposing Saren for betraying the Council, and was assigned with bringing Saren down. In 2186, the Vermeer survivor becomes the second human to become a Spectre. Anyway, that was an in-depth look into the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Group. Please comment down below what lore videos from the world of Mass Effect you want me to look into. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.